Hi everyone, my name is Waleed and I am a civil engineer. In today's video, I am going to show you how we can create a surface using different type of objects, for example, polylines, blocks, or spot levels. So let's get started. So I'm going to open my drawing where you can see I have different entities here. So this one, if you will going to check, so I have this 3D polyline. I have this one is top of the bank, and then this is the bottom of the bank. This is also a 3D polyline. So these are different data that I have. So these are the ditches, a lot of ditches, and then this is the top of the bank. I have the bottom of the bank, and I have a pond here. So if I go quickly to my geolocation and turn my aerial image, then you can see we have a pond here. So all is this marked very well, and then this one is the ditches, and I do have some of these spot levels. But if I going to go to select these ones, for example this one, so this is a text, okay, but this one is a block reference. So these are not the points from the Civil 3D. So these are the block references. So I am going to incorporate them into our Civil 3D surface, and I am going to show you how we can do it. So let's first turn off the Bing Maps, and what we going to do is to create a new surface, and I am using the Civil 3D UKIE kit. So I have different styles, different surface properties. If you don't have, don't worry, maybe you will be using the simple Civil 3D version, but yeah, the process will be more likely same. So I'm going to name it as the existing ground surface that we have. Let's say existing ground. The style is triangulation, and then the render material is, so the render material will comes if you are going to render this project, or you will see in the realistic view in the object viewer. I'm going to show you what this means. So for example, if I go and select orange, let's say I select the render material orange, and the style is triangulation, existing ground, and click OK. Now I have this existing ground surface in my tool space. So now I'm going to provide the definition. From where I'm going to start, I'm going to start with these block references, spot levels, to include them into my surface. So I am going to see what layer they are on. So they are on the survey points. I'm going to do is select this one, right click, select similar, and we'll see all of these points have been selected. I am going to isolate this layer. So now I only have these spot levels, and these are not the points or the point groups. These are the block references, so I am going to use them into my Civil 3D surface. If you will click on any of these points, you can see that these have the X, Y, and Z geometry. So these can easily be used in our Civil 3D surface. So everyone has their X, Y, Z geometry, but they are the block references. So I am going to definitions, click on the drawing objects, right click, add the drawing objects. So if you will see, this is points. If I am going to use this one, nothing will be selected because these are the blocks. So I am going to change this, turn to the blocks, and let's say spot levels in the definition, and click OK. Now I'm going to select all of them, press enter. Now you can see that we have the description, spot levels, block. So it is in our definition. I'm going to unisolate the layer. So now you can see we have this surface ready. And as I mentioned, that for the render material was orange, if you remember. So if I'm going to select this one, right click, object viewer, you can see this is the realistic view. So you can see this is the orange. So if you have to go render, so this one comes as orange in the realistic view. But if we go to select the conceptual, you can see the points comes very nicely. But you can see here some of them are very not very nice and tidy. So we are going to add the break lines as well for the, especially for the ditches, especially for the pond on the northern side. So I'm going to show you how we can do that. So first I'm going to select this surface. I am going to change the style to no display, and we will go step by step. So I am first going to add this ones, bottom of the bank. So I am going to select this one and then select similar, and same we are going to isolate. And now we are going to, in our existing ground surface definitions, we are going to use them as a break lines. We're going to use the break lines. It was bottom of bank. So we are going to use standard and click OK. And we are going to select all of these break lines. Now you can see this one is in the description as well. Similarly, we are going to unisolate. And now we are going to add the top of the bank. Same procedure. Select similar and then isolate. Why I'm doing separately is because I will have different descriptions here. You can select all of them and then add them into the break line, but this will come as a single description. So if for example later I want to make some changes to the top of the bank or bottom of the bank or the roads, I will have this option in the description. I want to delete it from the surface, I can add it something. So this is why I am using separately for each of the entity. For example, go separate for the road, separate for the curves, and then separate for the top of the bank and then bottom of the bank. So this time I have all selected the top of the bank. Isolate the layers and break lines. We are going to same procedure, top of bank, and click OK. So enter, and this one comes with here bottom of the bank, top of the bank. It's simple. And similarly we are going to follow the same procedure uh, for the roads and curves. So first I am going to do is I will see this one. As you can see, this is on the roads layer, and select same, and we are going to isolate and then add them into the break lines roads. So I am going to do it a little quicker now. I hope you guys already got the point what I am doing here. So if you still have any questions, you can obviously ask them in the comment section. So I will be happy to answer them. So don't worry about them. So I think we have done most of our part, and this one is also done. I think I am just not going to add anything other than them, so that, and we will move on how we can change the styles, change other things. Okay, unisolate. So now we are going to change our surface style so that we can see what we are now up to. So click on existing ground surface properties. Now we are going to see we can do is the contours. Now you can see that we have our surface ready with all of the changes we have. Everything is incorporated. What I am going to do is to change it to the triangulation, and then object viewer. So now you can see these are the ditches. You can clearly see is because we have added the break lines. So you can easily see, so these are the ditches, and then top of the bank, and we have the bottom of the bank on this side as well, the top of the bank, and then we have the bottom of the bank. Obviously you can tidy up the things better. Then you can see are the these are the also the ditches, and we have the road on the eastern side. So like you can see a proper island. We have we have the road line, and then we have the top of the curve. If you can able to see, so you can see a nice line, break line. So yeah, obviously if you have to edit some of the points, you can still edit them, for example. And you can see we have some long lines that are obviously not required. So how we can edit our surface is to select this one, and then edit surface, delete line, and then you can just select the lines, press enter. These will be deleted. So where have these gone? For example, if you have deleted something you don't want to delete, now if you will going to do undo, like control Z, this won't work. So the thing I have deleted will be in the existing ground definition, and then the edits. So in the edits you can see I have deleted multiple lines. So if I am going to select this one and then delete this one, you can see the selection definition items will be permanently removed from the surface. So click OK. You can see these are came back. So control Z option doesn't work if you are editing your surface. So you have to go back to your edits and then edit. And so we are going to do it again. Select this one, edit surface, delete line, and then select all these lines, and then these lines, and then these line. So these similarly, if you want to delete all of these, select them, enter, delete. So you can tidy up your surface. I'm just showing you how you can do it. Now let's say if you have a one point you also want to delete. For example, here is a point and you want to remove that point. So what you can do is go to the existing surface, surface properties, surface style, and then display, and you have to turn on the points. You can see the points, click OK. So now you can see you have plus signs. These are the points. So you will have to select your surface. If you are going edit surface, delete a point. So I will click this one, I will select my point, I will enter, and you can see this point have been removed from our surface. So now where is this point? Now I just use undo. I will just try to, so delete this point, select this one, escape. Now you can also see in the edits you have all these ones. So you have seen that you have deleted a point here. So if right click and then delete, so your point is back here. So this is how you can edit your surface as you are required to do. Now another important thing is how we can change these styles as per our needs. So this is the triangulation, and I have also shown you how we can change it to the this one, like contours, where you can see your contours. Now I'm going to show you another method where we can do our land analysis. For example, what are our high points, what are our low points. So for that purpose I am going to select the properties, going to copy current selection, and then I am going to do is you have to turn on your slope arrows. I am going, and then we already have the minor and major contours. and I'm going to turn on the elevation. So elevation will give the color analysis of your surface, that where are the high points and where are the low points. So what you is to select OK, and sorry, I am just going to edit current selection, and I am going to name it like land analysis. Land analysis, and then I am going to select OK. So you can see I have the color grading on my surface, but this is the blue one. For example, I want to change the surface style. I am going to edit my surface style. I will go to the analysis tab, and from here you can go to the elevations. From the elevations, you can see that there are the number of ranges and range color scheme set to blues. I am going to change this one to land and click OK, and now you can see is converted to land. So uh, so how you can also adjust these color schemes as well. You again go to your analysis, surface properties analysis, and then you can have the number of ranges. If I will go and select the range interval, and I will select to 1 meter, my drawing is in meters, so I will select 1 meter, and then you can see I have a lot of ranges and start from the 60, 50 meter, 51 meter, and after 1 meter interval I have a different color scheme, and the lowest point will be in the red area and the highest point will be in the green area. So I will click apply and then OK. So it didn't affect it much because I think it was already at 1 meter interval. So you can see these green points are the high points and the red area is the low point. So water will be flowing from green to red. If you will zoom in, you can see these arrows. These are the indicative arrows for the water flows, like where the water will be flowing. So you can see this water is all going, these arrows all going towards from the green to orange, and from orange to dark red zone. So these are the water, water pond area, waterlogged areas. So this is how you can edit your surface, how you can see analyze your surface, and if you can turn on the background image, you can have a better analysis of the things, like the side areas outside of your boundary, how is the region is. So this is how you can create a surface. If you guys have any questions, anything, you can just ask in the comment, and in the next video I am also going to show you how we can manage our surfaces in different ways. If you would like to label these surfaces, you can select this one, add labels, contour multiple at interval. I will select this one. I will select the first point, I will draw it to like here, and then I am going to interval along contours 50 meters. I will press enter. Now it is going to do is going to annotate them after every 50 meter on the control line. So this one you can see, you can have this one. So these contours at 1 meter interval, so you can quite easily see them. So this is how you can also label your contours in the surface drawing. So yeah, I think we have seen a lot today. Thank you for watching. Peace out.